The hearing ear and the seeing eye were both made by the Lord. Make plans by listening to what others have to say, and make war by listening to the leading of the wise man. This is our highlights for day 20, and welcome back to day 20. Happy Sunday. I hope you're getting ready for church. Proverbs 20 is from verse 1 to 30. We're just going to quickly read. Wine makes people act in a foolish way. Strong drink starts fight. Whoever is fooled by it is not wise. The anger of a king is like the noise of a lion. He who makes him angry gives up his own life. It is an honor for a man to keep away from fighting, but any fool will argue. The lazy man does not plow before winter, so he begs during gathering time and has nothing. The plan in a man's heart is like water in a deep well, but a man of understanding gets it out. Many men tell about their own loving kindness and good ways, but who can find a faithful man? How many are the sons of a man who is right with God and walks in honor? A king who sits on his throne to judge finds out all sin with his eyes. Who can say, I have made my heart clean and I am pure from my sin? The Lord hates the use of tools that lie about how heavy or how long something is. A young man makes himself known by his actions and proves if his ways are pure and right. The hearing ear and the seeing eye were both made by the Lord. Do not love sleep, or you will become poor. Open your eyes and you'll be filled with food. It is bad, says the one who buys, but when he goes away, he talks much about his goodbye. There is gold and many stones of great worth, but the lips of much learning are worth more. Take a man's coat when he has given himself as trust for what a stranger owes, and hold him to his promise when he gives himself as trust for what the people from other lands owe. Bread a man gets by lying is sweet to him, but later his mouth will be filled with sand. Make plans by listening to what others have to say, and make war by listening to the leading of the wise men. He who goes about talking to hurt people makes secret known. So do not be with those who talk about others. If a son talks against his father or his mother, his lamp will be put out in the time of darkness. A large gift received at one time in a hurry will not bring good in the end. Do not say, I will punish wrongdoing. Wait on the Lord and he will take care of it. Giving the wrong weight is hated by the Lord, and weighing something wrong is not good. A man's steps are decided by the Lord. How can anyone understand his own way? It is a trap for a man to say without thinking, it is holy, and then later think more about what he has promised. A wise king puts the sinful aside and crushes the grain over them. The spirit of man is the lamp of the Lord. It shows all the inside parts of his heart. A king will stay in power as long as he is faithful and true. He can stay on the throne if he does what is right and good. The honor of young men is their strength, and the honor of old men is their hair turning white. Oh, beatings that hurt clean away sin, and beatings make even the inside parts clean. Thank you for today. We are going to look at verse 12, which says, the hearing ear and the seeing eye were both made by the Lord, which also links to verse 18, which says, make plans by listening to what others have to say. There's power in listening. I think looking at this from the spiritual angle, I would say that there's more to listening and hearing. Hearing, actually, not ear. We need to always ask God to grant us the inner eye of understanding to be able to see things clearly. Sometimes using our physical eye, we're not able to deduce or see the future, for instance, or see what's going to happen. But spiritually, if we can always ask God, oh God, grant me the inner eye to be able to see and the ear to hear what he has to tell us. He says, you will hear this, he will say, go in this way. We want God to direct our path. That's the whole essence of Proverbs reading, right? For God to direct our path. And we would want to ask God to grant us the inner ear to hear what He has to say, to know His plans for us, to know where to go, where not to go, what to do, what not to do. Now, looking at it physically as humans, it says that be quick to hearing, but to be slow to be listening, to talk, meaning that we should spend most of our time in conversations listening rather than talking. A lot of us talk, interject when people are talking. No, to show that you're wise, you need to be able to digest everything the person is saying, so as to even gain understanding and to be able to contribute constructively. I personally, I would rate myself not really great at active listening, especially maybe when I feel the person is trying to be judgmental. I'm not going to listen to understand. Now, the major part of today's reading is actually on listening, right? Now, I'm just going to close with verse 22, which says, do not say, I will punish wrongdoing. Wait on the Lord and He will take care of it. A lot of us like to take Lord into our hands. When someone hurts you or does something wrong with you really want to take revenge. And this verse is saying that we should leave it. We should leave it. We leave revenge to God. It's easier. I'd advised someone years back, should I say 2 or 3 years back, when he was saying something about someone saying negative words to him. And I said to him that, then I called the person, I said to the person, you're actually taking law into your hands. If you're saying negative things to this person who has wronged you, actually, it's what you're doing. You're taking the control from God, and the punishment will even be easier if you keep calm and let God be the judge of a matter. Oh my God, you don't even want God to fight that battle, and that's why He says just leave the matter to God, because God will deal with a wrongdoer severely. I hope I've been able to dissect this thing. I know I rambled a lot today, but I hope you're able to take from what I've been able to explain. What do you think about active listening? What do you also think about taking revenge? Do you think it's okay, or we should just trust what the Lord says, obey Him, and just give it to Him? Is it easy? I know it's not easy, but yes, let's just try it. Have an amazing day and see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.